Oh, I gotta unmute.
No.
Welcome in, everybody. Part 2 of a D&D one-shot campaign. That's right, it can be in 2 parts. It's still one shot. Just because it's in multiple parts doesn't... Anyway. Alright. So we're picking up where we left off. Our brave adventurers have, delved into the Bandits Complex, which is inside of a mountain. And they were asked by a very old, very ancient silver dragon named Falx Teplamet if they would please, for his sake and the sake of the countryside, would they go inside the complex and retrieve 5 potions of silver dragon control that were stolen from a caravan that was transporting them from one location to another. And as soon as they entered the complex, they encountered some rather nasty dispel magic that wiped out, or rather suppressed some of their items. And then they met an interesting fellow after taking an elevator down, somebody who claimed to be their friend after using some enchantment magic on them, and dumped them into this basement where they fought a horde of were-rats successfully. Rhaegar came away with the were-rat lycanthropy curse, but as we say, it may not be such a bad thing. That's well, that should remain to be seen, but
How do I add that template?
that's technically well, I'm gonna say it hasn't like run its course yet, so it's not a part of your being just yet. So that we don't have to slap that together suddenly.
Oh, but
No,
I want immunity to all the different damage types.
future
No
one
trap
shots.
today.
Okay.
So after searching what remains of the rat corpses, they don't seem to have anything on them, but there does seem to be a significant pile of treasure in the northeast corner. And aside from that, in scanning the room, you see that there are 2 doors on the east walls and 1 on the south wall. But knowing adventurers, you probably want to hear about this treasure hoard.
I mean, now.
Well, yeah. I mean, now I do.
I'm more interested
Now,
in securing the doors. There was a lot of rats in here.
it was cool. Yeah, there was quite a lot. You would estimate
Treasure.
over 2 dozen.
Can wait. It will just be sitting there. Doors.
All right.
That's a good call.
All right. Well, so you tell me what doors.
I can't
I would
actually
advise-
see anything.
I would advise against the south door because it probably takes us back to the entrance,
Yeah.
and
But would
that's the way
keep
that Balor can be found. But I get the impression that all 3 entrances are booby-trapped in some way, so it just sounds like bad news.
I'll just stand 60 feet away, and I'll open up the first eastern door with some eldritch blasts. Blow it
Lord.
off its hinges.
They do look
Just because you
sturdy.
can do it at will.
Yeah, right. And there's not quite 60 feet between you and a. I mean, if you were standing like at an angle, we could probably get 60 feet. But yeah, just like from east to west, it's only as deep as 40 feet, just for reference.
Can we inspect
That's
the
safe
doors?
Yeah. How about you guys like come up with a plan and then tell me what you're doing. You guys talk amongst yourselves like Linda Richmond.
So how are we looking at this map? Are we all watching on the Twitch video or?
Oh, I didn't put it up in the Discord for you guys. I apologize. See, there's too many things. DMing is hard.
So my first reaction is, is there any difference between the 2 doors? If they're identical, then Disco would just flip a coin and just kick down whichever door is the coin tells him to.
I'll take the other door.
So
Oh,
they look like the rest of the doors that you've encountered so far in this complex. They're like lined with stone. Hang on, I'm still doing the upload thing here. They have like a stone built into the stone walls. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I don't know what doors are made of anymore.
Are they wood doors?
The actual
Or are
doors
they made
themselves
of
are wood
something else?
reinforced with metal. They look like the rest of the doors in the complex, like I was saying. So, they're big. They almost fill up like the 10-foot square. So they're large doors. You don't get the sense you could kick it in. It looks like it opens in, but like it's such a big door, you're like, I don't know if I could do that myself.
Are they locked? Do they have handles?
Yeah, they have what would it be like a latch you would lift and push in.
Hmm.
So if Disco's investigating the door, I'm gonna put him over here.
Said something about treasure.
The
I
north
want
or
to
the
check the
south?
treasure.
Yeah, so the big pile of treasure in the northeast corner.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that.
Yeah, there's so many tiles. All right, there's an impressive pile of coins over here. Disco, I just put you in front of the north door, just unless you prefer south.
That's fine.
Okay.
It's okay with me.
And Sister Sabine will take the southern eastern door.
And I'll follow with Sabine.
Okay. Okay, and here's what happens. And don't mind that your pictures are still where I just took them from. It's like I have tiles on top of this picture. Don't worry about it. There's no weirdness, there's no cheesiness, I promise. Okay. Disco, you go to handle the latch on your door and suddenly it is jerked out of your hand and you hear a scuffle and someone is pushed into your face and the door is slammed in front of you. Hang on, let me move you out of the way so you can see now. All right, I take issue with OBS already, but we'll get through it because you just can't click on top of something. And it is a human about your height. You estimate. I mean, I shouldn't say it's a human, because they're wearing a hood over their head, but it's a humanoid about your height. Their hands are cuffed in front of them. They have a bag over their head, and they seem as though they're stumbling forward into you. Do you catch them or do you let them fall onto the ground?
Is that Abraham Lincoln?
It has a bag on its head. Oh, sure, I'll catch him.
All right, so you stop this person from hitting the ground as the door slams behind them, and you suddenly hear, I'm not going to try to do it anyway, what sounds like hammering. Very loud hammering. Sabine and Sabe, you hear the same thing, minus the slam at your door. So it seems like there's some coordinated banging after this human who is shackled and hooded has been shoved through the door quite viciously, almost to the floor if he had not been caught. What is everybody's reaction to this?
Well, my gut reaction is German suplex.
I respect it.
Does he look like he's chained up for other people's protection or like his? Never mind. That's a weird question. Is it for his own protection?
No,
or for...
I like that question too. I understand where you were going with that, but no, it looks like somebody put like a burlap sack over his head and just tied quick with ropes in the front. Didn't even do the back.
He looks like a prisoner.
Prisoner, yeah, you're thinking prisoner, and
See,
based on your position from your opposition's point of view, you think that you're probably in the same position as this person right now, minus the shackles and hood.
Feeding time.
Yeah, they're thinking feeding time. So they shoved him in here. From the north and south east doors on the east wall. I don't really know how to say that. Both doors sound basically here coordinated like. If you want to roll anybody wants to roll a perception check, try to figure that out, or make some guesses even without rolling.
Yeah, I mean, my
They're probably
assumption.
trying to like lure the creature's attention to the news source of food.
I was thinking they were nailing the door shut.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so Disco, you let this person kind of get to their feet, and then you go to try the door, and suddenly it doesn't feel like it's locked or magically barred. Just you open it and it won't budge. Like the latch moves, but it won't budge. Sabine, if you try, you get the same result.
I'll
It's
quickly speak telepathically into the mind of this figure, and just say, "Friend or foe, speak now or be annihilated."
So that's I'm gonna let this person react to that. So how do you react to that?
So I have a burlap
That's
sack over
right,
my head.
Bert's
Can I
here.
react?
So
You can
You just
speak
get this-
back to me telepathically.
yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
right.
you
I
you
didn't
get
know that.
like to react to the voice. It's just like a
a
telephone
one-way phone
basically.
call. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So I go, oh, where am I? What? Who are you? What's this voice in my head?
Your doom if you do not answer the question.
Friend, I'm not sure. Mine's a bit fuzzy.
Now I'll speak into the mind of Disco. Unbag them. They are not hostile.
All right. Let's take off the bag and let's check out his mug.
Right. Time to do a zoom in here. Oh no, wrong. There he is.
Sam Lincoln.
Look at this guy.
Old Lincoln.
We have to find his hat.
Let's
Just
let's
squished
say
up
the
against
hat
his
was
head.
collapsible, and when they put the bag on his head, it collapsed, and when you took it off, it popped right back up.
Whimsical.
All right, so,
So-
feel free to introduce
so-
yourself more, or you guys can react some more. I still have to, let Rhaegar know what he's staring at because his eyes would be wide, except for this new development, which he's probably semi-interested in.
I've just turned it into my own horde. And just lying on
So
it.
you're just curled up on top of it.
Yep.
I love
Can't
it.
help it. It's a dragon thing.
They're scratching in it like litter.
So
Yeah, like,
Sabine,
you ever seen like a dog get up on a bed and start scratching the bed? That's what I'm doing with the treasure.
Yeah, you're just making it soft. What's go ahead, Disco.
Sabine, friend or foe?
They say friend, but it's yet to be decided of their usefulness.
Okay.
Are y'all doing that weird mind thing again? I'm not sure what's going on right now.
That's how she talks.
Yeah, so out of character, can I initiate a one-way conversation with Sabine?
of character,
Essentially,
yeah.
since you were the last person I talked to, we're still like linked up.
Okay.
We're
Well,
looking at each other funny.
I will release my grip and allow this person to adjust themselves, right? And I'll introduce myself. The name's Infernus, Disco Infernus. And I am excitable, fightable, and downright delightable. And who may I say I'm speaking to?
Oryx. Oryx Vandalwood.
Is he bound with chains or rope?
Just rope.
Well, may I ask, could you untie me? I'm in a bit of a predicament right now.
Okay, is he? How do I put this? Does he look strong, capable of escaping on his own?
Does he look like he's got north of 50 hit points?
May I tell him?
Oryx, go ahead and say what you will. Do you want to try
Yes.
to get out of these binds yourself now that you know that you're not necessarily in danger? Do you want to try to get out yourself, or are you hoping one of
Yes.
these folks will help?
I will attempt to do it since everyone's hesitating.
Give a dexterity check.
Cool. Wow, that shit. That is a 3 and a yep.
Well, you're explaining yourself, so that was your first try. So give some exposition, and then at the end of that, roll again.
Okay.
That will fast.
Well, I'm a bit of a carriage driver. I'm not really sure what happened after I went through a college of some sort. Had a few friends or of the sorts. I'm not sure where they are. I don't think I finished the job. I think I just ended up here. That's the last thing I remember. Just being in a room with a sack over my head. One moment. I gotta really attempt to get these off my hands and legs.
I'll give him help.
All right, he has
And,
advantage. Go ahead, and roll with
Let him roll with
advantage. then.
advantage.
Is this
Cool.
true? Do I believe this
Just cut him
story?
off.
They
That
could
was
be
a
easily cut
19?
off, but he's gonna try to slip them again.
That was a 19,
Sabine,
so
you
that's a
can roll
23.
help me out.
I'm gonna roll insight.
Insight.
Right?
Insight, thank you.
Ah, I
Yeah,
got a
23
10.
on my insight.
He seems sincere enough. You think it's not unlikely that some bandits would have pulled similar tricks to
Hmm.
what happened to you guys and, capture some people. Not that you
Yeah.
were captured, but, taking hostages is not above bandit activities.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're just
Absolutely.
stuffing their larder at this point between the vampires and the were-rats.
Precisely. Perfectly good consumable meat. Why would they waste it? All right, so what was your roll for the for dexterity, Oryx?
That was a 23.
Yeah, this time, with Disco pulling on one end, you managed to slip through some of the binds, and they come off in your hands.
Thank
And
you kindly,
you're
mister.
free.
I'm free. I'm free.
Be ye capable in a fight?
Do you want to
Well,
explain yourself there, Oryx? Like, yeah, you got anything to prove?
I don't really have much to prove, but I say I can fight well enough. I'm well practiced. Got 2 knives on me, and I'm a pretty damn good, well studied in the occult. So I know a thing or
Good.
two.
I think I'll join the party at the northern eastern door if both doors have been secured after he got thrown in here. And I'll just say, I shall open the door. And I will Eldritch Blast it till there is no more door.
Treasure, please.
So is my character exhausted?
No, you're fine.
Okay.
You weren't damaged. You weren't. Well, all that happened to you was it's a domination effect. So you don't have any like real memory of what was going on. You were just kind of following orders blankly. All right, Rhaegar, I've made you wait long enough. This pile that you're sitting on top of consists of 10,000 silver pieces. You've been counting. You see that there are 8 big yellow gems. They're almost the size of a human fist.
All right.
There are 2 scroll tubes, but you think more importantly, there's a silvery ceramic potion vial mixed into all this.
That one's going in the pocket. Yeah, I'm gonna leave the silver.
Mhm.
Mostly because it probably burns my skin at this point. To pick it up, and then take the gems and the potion and the scrolls.
You just clean up the pile and leave the coins.
Yep.
Do I notice that?
He's very clearly like sifting through a large jingly pile of coins and, picking the raisins out.
May I ask why you're avoiding the silver?
Oh,
Okay,
it's heavy. I don't have a bag of holding.
understandable. Have a nice day.
And Oryx, as he says that, he happens to hold up that silvery ceramic potion vial, and you recognize it. It's one of the items that you were charged with delivering before your mind got foggy.
Now, that looks a bit familiar. May I ask what that is?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll Arcana to figure out what it is too. 15 on the Arcana.
Okay. That'll just be an intelligence check because you do recognize it as when Falks was giving a
What was
description.
described to us?
It was
Okay.
described to you as the containers that were holding the potion of Silver Dragon Control. So that's one of
Gotcha.
them you have recovered.
4 left.
That is correct.
One
And
down.
Rhaegar, you in particular, heave a sigh of relief, but still knowing that there are 4 more in here somewhere in this complex. But you know that's 20% towards the quest. At least as far as the prime objective, and then the
I show
secondary objective.
everybody the vial before I pocket it.
All right, so
And-
everybody clearly sees that one quest item has been received.
And we are to return those
Yep.
to the dragon?
Falks wanted
Not
them
just-
returned to him so he could personally destroy them. He wants to see them destroyed.
Okay.
If I touch it, do I get like a bit of memory back or something?
Nah, that's
don't know.
no.
Damn.
No, good question, but no.
Did we pick up all those yellow diamonds?
I did.
Rhaegar
Yes.
sure did. I
Fair
don't know
enough.
if he intends to share.
No, I don't really care.
That's not a question I'm gonna cover right now. Definitely afterwards if y'all want to like argue over spoils or whatever. But he did leave the 10,000 silver piece pile just sitting there. And he plucked a couple of other things out there, but let's move on. Let's just move.
Can I take a look
So-
at those?
The other things?
Yeah, the scrolls.
All right, one you recognize as being a cleric scroll, and the other one looks like it's probably for wizards because it's arcane runes that you don't know,
Can I roll Arcana?
if you like.
Ooh, that's a 23.
All right, the first scroll has raise dead, cure wounds, and heal. And
So does that mean it can be used once to cast either one of those spells?
it can be used once to cast each one of those spells.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Mhm.
Raise dead, cure, and heal.
Yep, cure wounds at 9th level and heal.
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah, I
Oh.
don't know. Heal might be called something else. Is there like a straight up like a 6th
Oh,
level
there's
heal
heal.
spell?
Yeah, there's
this-
yeah.
Okay, I didn't know if maybe they mixed that up into like greater restoration or something.
Nope,
No.
There's 2 different
Okay.
things.
That's good.
And then what was the wizard one?
The other one is a Cone of Cold and an Ice Storm. And the most important item, the potion.
I cast detect magic. Are the gems magical?
They're not.
Anything else while I have detect magic glowing in this room?
You scan the pile and you don't see anything magical.
Anything down towards the south of the room or anything? Perhaps
What's the
Glowy
distance on
part.
detect magic? Because you're
like
probably going to have
60
to move.
feet cone or something like that.
Give,
One
give me the
second.
exact something like that, please.
All right. Let's see here. Spells. Detect magic. 30 feet around me,
All right, so
and I can cast it up to 10 minutes. So I'll walk the room if I need to.
okay. Meanwhile, Sabine is blasting a shot at the door. You
Sounds
don't need to roll to hit the door, so just roll some damage.
Oh yeah, and I will Just keep it up. I also have repelling blasts, so when I hit a target with an Eldritch Blast, it gets pushed 10 feet away. I know it's like locked in place, but I'm sure if I hit it enough times.
Does it
Blow it
take
off the
damage for
hinges.
making contact with a wall?
Wait, what? Hang on. There's too much there. So Sabine's gonna so gonna spend some time with this.
It's a cantrip, so you can just say, I spend a minute, I roll a d10 10 times, and the door gets pushed 10 feet every time.
We'll see about that. Give me a minute. I just need to, logistics.
Yeah,
But
that's
no,
why I
it's
was
a minute.
asking if the repel blast adds damage if it connects with a solid surface.
I'm gonna say no because I have no idea.
I like to imagine just chunks of the wood between the bar reinforcements are flying into the room behind the door.
Oh, nice. Splinter storm.
All right, so Rager's gonna walk the room with detect magic. I'm trying to with 30 feet. I have to. This is the part where the DM has to do a lot of math.
I can get halfway down the room in one turn. So of 10 turns of him Eldritch blasting the door, I absolutely could cover this entire room.
I'm not gonna bother
I'd
to
like
move
to-
your piece until I do the math because grabbing the pieces of.
I'd like to ask Oryx a question if possible.
There's plenty of time for that in between blasts.
Sure. Now, he won't know what was in that room because he was blindfolded, but can you give us an idea of how many other figures are in that room? Just one, multiple, a large group?
How
Would
many
I
voices
know?
did you hear?
Yeah, you heard numerous voices. You really couldn't guess how many because there were enough that, and you were being moved, people were moving around you. There were a couple of voices that sounded like they were giving orders. But there was a lot of chaos. You couldn't really gather anything, but you think there's at least a dozen or more intelligent humans that are running this. You think that there's definitely, you guys are outnumbered if that's what he's asking. You guys are at least double outnumbered.
Would you say they're evil?
Well, they put a bag over my head and tied me up and held me against my will. I think they're pretty evil.
And they shot my dog. I'm sorry.
That too.
Who hasn't done that before? Am I right?
They're in the
He's John
employ
Wick.
of vampires, so
You said you
I
know a lot about the occult. Are they of the occult?
You didn't
Well,
hear
my
any
mom-
talk of a cult. And so you guys who got the quest know about the vampires. He doesn't know about any vampires. The funny thing is, that might be too spoilery, but he's run into the vampires, but he doesn't know it because of the situation.
Mm.
Basically, like I said, he was brought in at some point. A bag was put over his head. He was cuffed and he was led around through a few rooms. And just most recently, he was shoved in here by his captors, and then all the nailing and the introductions and the potion, and here we are.
has he been fed on?
He
Well,
was about to be.
you don't know because you're busy, but if anybody else cares to give a medicine check, they'd be able to tell.
Not
What do you mean?
particularly.
What do you mean about to be?
do you mean,
You
what do you
just
mean?
hear, that the people who captured you are definitely evil. They were about to feed you to a room filled with over 30 were-rats.
No, that doesn't sound very pleasant if you ask me.
Not at all. All right, and that's in between blasts, and Rygar, whoever you are. You make it over to the front of whatever. You make it over to the door on the south wall, and you get a sense that, I think, that just beyond the 10-foot range, at some point, you do sense some sort of magic. You're gonna have to concentrate on it to figure out what it is. that'll
Okay.
take another round, but
We'll do that.
okay. Meanwhile, this door is like it's like breaking here, it's breaking there with every shot, but it seems like it's just had been reinforced to the point where it's gonna take quite some time to bust it down. You don't think the reinforcements on the door have even broken yet?
A sturdy door.
Sturdy
Let's give it
door
a
and reinforced.
let's give it a Sparta kick.
What is that?
Just a big boot,
He's gonna kick the door into a well.
pump kick,
Into a
whatever
well,
you want to call
right.
it.
300
Let's
styles.
super kick this thing open.
I
Well-
take a moment to pull back my arcane force blasts. You're gonna kick it?
All right. Disco
I just
gives
want
it
to feel useful, you know?
Right, yeah, no, you figure with all the damage done to the door, maybe brute force at this point, and you give it a
You probably
big
loosened it
ol'
up for me, you know?
quick running kick into the loose door, bam, and it shakes and it shatters, and some splinters go flying, but ultimately nothing. You can feel how well reinforced it is. There's like they probably completely boarded it up.
You want to give me an athletics check for that?
I just let you have it.
I'm proficient in athletics. I'm dying to use it.
Dying to go ahead and roll.
Yeah. Kick it. That's a 22.
All right, same result.
Yeah, it's sturdy. Just shoot more fireballs at it.
I was gonna say,
More
does he need
fireballs.
some extra athletics? I'm also proficient in athletics.
Yeah, give her hell.
You
Double
can
kick.
try, but you're not sure if you can give it much more than he did.
Oh man, I want to see this badly.
Meanwhile, Rhaegar, as a result of your concentration, you determine that there's abjuration magic on something beyond this door.
Hmm. Hey guys, I got something over here.
What is it?
Something is protecting or suppressing beyond this door.
I just spent like 5 minutes opening this other door.
It is not open.
I don't think it's even open.
I keep shooting it.
Wham!
I'll take a look at this door. Is it similar to the? You said it was. All these doors are about the same.
They look the same. They all open into the room that they're leading to. You think most likely because of the creatures that were contained in this room, it was for literally to be reinforced, so they couldn't open the door on their side, so you could actually contain them.
Oh, I open the door.
How about the third door?
It opens easily. So the door in between, basically the southernmost door on the east wall, Sabine and Sabe could hear the same nailing going on after Oryx was shoved in. So Rhaegar throws open the door. It opens easily enough. And there's a dark chamber beyond. I'm sure you still have your
Got a light
well,
on my.
let's
war
because
mace.
if you have if you're concentrating on detect magic, would you be able to have your light spell active? I don't know if you'd still
I
have
don't
your
think
light.
light
It
is
lasts an hour and it
concentration.
doesn't require concentration.
Light does not require concentration. That's
Nope.
actually awesome, because if it did, that would suck.
Yep.
All right, so you see just a 10-foot by 10-foot by 10-foot bare stone room with a similar door beyond.
I'm gonna go in the room.
Okay. As you enter the room, you're still concentrating on your detect magic. You feel like you're approaching further. You think whatever it is beyond the next door.
Okay.
All right, so let's just say you're in the center of this room here. Oh, I can't manipulate that screen. That's a preview screen for you guys.
Why don't you all follow after the Dragonborn? I will continue to hammer against the door to keep attention from the people on the other side.
You just start taking 1 on the damage. Just knocking. It's Eldritch Knock at that point.
Right. Eldritch knockers? That sounds forbidden to me. Anyway, well, so Sabine suggests that. Is that what y'all want to do? Like, y'all tell me?
Works for me.
Yeah, all right.
Clicking
Yeah.
things is hard.
So here's an odd question, I guess, for the group. So, are these vials, or the potions that we're looking for? They are magical, right? Like, can it be picked up by like a detect magic spell?
Yes, they would be. Now you got me thinking of other things. Sorry. That question, like, had me thinking of a million other questions. You know what? No, they wouldn't, because the vials are specifically protected against magic, but the description of the vials was given to you, so that's
Okay,
how you
so
know what they are. But does that answer your question?
Yeah, because the next thing was going to be, can you use detect magic to kind of hone in on them? But
Right. Use the signature.
yeah, but they're shielded, so never mind.
So that depends what spell you're using, because some spells rely on physical description. Some spells rely, like detect magic. You can only detect magic, but locate object, you can locate object. And if the object you want to locate is silvered ceramic potion vials, that's so specific, it would work. So it just depends what magic you're using. So good question. All right. Rager, you had stepped into the room. I told you about the magic being at least
Just
beyond
the
that
next
door.
Right.
And you said what?
Oh yeah, I was just confirming. Yeah, it's just beyond the next door. I'm not gonna open that door yet until the rest of the party starts like at least forming up.
Okay, has
Can you give
everybody
us a
joined
little-
him in the room?
Give us a little fog of war on that room.
No.
No. Okay. Yeah, sure.
It's like I described. It's literally just a 10-foot long by 10-foot wide by 10-foot tall. It's like a bare stone cubicle. It seems just like an antechamber or something. And I
Sounds
only don't
great.
want to move the fog of war because I don't quite remember if that'll reveal too much.
So it's dark in there.
It is
Yeah,
dark
Oh, yeah.
except for your light spell. The Rager has a light spell on his warhammer. It was the warhammer, right?
Oh no, excuse me. It's the amulet. My amulet is.
Okay, yeah, because some people use the holy symbol or whatever they're just whatever they're holding, a rock, whatever. All right, so yeah, it's just on his amulet, shining brightly. So it's plenty. This room is brightly illuminated. You guys could search the door, search the room, search the floor, search the ceiling. There's
Yeah, if
just
everybody's
enough room.
forming up, then we'll go to the next door.
I'm good at hanging back at that distance if you just want to move us all forward. And I'll just keep hitting both doors with Eldritch Blasts as I back out so that now they don't know which door we're coming through.
Perfect. Okay. So you're here. Well, be. Come on now. I tried putting all the party in a folder and it won't. Oops. It just won't let me select everybody. It's like not one thing, it's
You gotta-
another, right?
Should
You
have
got
been
to
looking.
drag us one by one.
That is what I'm actually dragging y'all out of the damn folder and deleting it because it's not letting y'all sit properly. Okay. There we go. Yes, now I can click on you guys with no trouble. Oops. Do that. Trouble. So, I mean, there's enough room for you guys to be not exactly shoulder to shoulder.
Oh, we're going that way.
That's what I thought. Because I thought y'all were following Rager. Is that what did I misunderstand?
Well, yeah, I would follow Rhaegar anywhere, but I
Yeah.
thought we were going to the southeast door, but
Well, no, those
it's all the
doors were
same.
both super blocked. The southern door was
Ah.
the only one that was open.
This will take us back to the entrance.
It'll take us back towards the entrance, but didn't we descend on an elevator and then slide down a thing? So we're
Yup.
much deeper than we
Can I prepare
originally
myself
were.
real quick?
Yeah, what how do you prepare? And yes, that is correct. You did slide after taking an elevator, so you are deeper. And unless anybody wants to do any specific checking, you don't. I can't tell you right now how deep, but if anybody had to check. But how would you like to prepare?
I want to create a packed weapon.
Okay. What is that packed weapon? And then just remind me when it comes up.
It is a short sword.
What's wood?
Not a
Yeah.
rifle.
Warlock buddies?
Yeah.
All right.
Couldn't do a packed weapon bazooka.
Yeah, I know, right?
Bazooka?
Like, why is it not like all this crazy?
I don't like. There's no limitations. Is what you're saying?
Packed
No,
weapon.
there has to be
caliber machine gun.
limitations. I'm just saying, like, how come nobody ever asks that? I've never been asked that, and now it's too late. Ooh.
No. Oh, now it's too late. Well,
I recall asking if I could build mechs and cannons.
And I said no.
so much for making Liberty Prime.
Anywho, so your packed weapon appears.
Could
Anybody else
Disco
anything?
could Disco check the room for traps, specifically pressure plates?
Give me an investigation check.
Yep. Oh,
I know that
is
Rhaegar can just by hopping around.
15.
A 15. You're not. Rhaegar can by hopping around. I heard you, Pete. So a 15. You don't detect anything unusual. Certainly nothing on the floor. The stonework seems solid enough. Nothing is hidden. It's certainly, with everybody in here by now, your guess is like this. It would have been triggered at this point. It would have gone off. You think? Had there been a pressure plate in the floor?
Yeah.
But you do notice that on the back of the door, as the door opened, the back of the door came into the room, and you look on the back of that door. There's a sign on that door, and it says, "Beware, do not enter lycanthrope breeding room."
Does it say beware as in like BEWERE?
It does not. It says beware properly.
Ooh.
What can I tell you?
Puns are the highest
Yeah,
form of comedy.
These vampires are anti-pun.
That's the most
Now they
noticeable
have to
feature
die.
of this room, though.
Guys, they're breeding lycanthropes in that room.
I don't think it's very successful.
Yeah, I mean not
Very.
anymore at least.
I'm very concerned on the ethics of that, but I will not get into that at all.
So, Oryx, you did notice that there were a lot of bodies of strange-looking, rat-faced humanoids in the room. Some of them were rather pulpy.
May I ask what the hell happened?
Cactus,
it's best-
they died.
They also attempted to feed us to the were-rats in this room.
It's probably best if you don't ask for details.
We annihilated them.
We?
That's good.
We? We, huh?
We!
Equal
We.
parts.
Every single one of my turns, I obliterated 2 of them
Only 2?
on each one of my turns. So it was like 6 total.
Well,
Fair
that's
enough.
good enough for me.
Fair enough.
All right, so the only other real feature of this room remains a similar-looking door to the one that Rhaegar already opened.
Whatever
locked?
is that I'm detecting is behind that door, at least. I've got a magical signature of abjuration magic, but it continues to be, outside of this room.
Press forward.
So this door was unlocked, which means the rat people could have gotten to this room with us. But the next door is protected. So are we understanding that correctly?
Or potentially something is beyond that door that's protected.
Hmm.
Okay.
I'm not sure the were rats know how to open doors.
Yeah, I mean,
or maybe they were just that feral at that point that like
if
doors
they're
were a little bit
focused on the
past their.
feeding doors.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. As long
food
as they're
never
getting
comes out of
fed.
that door.
Right.
Rhaegar can hear you, you know.
All right.
He's
I'm
not
the
full
rat king.
drat yet.
I'm the rat king, baby.
Yeah, you
Just
don't
wait.
have any you don't have any predispositions to hearing any of that.
So
All right,
after
next.
I've been rattling on these two eastern doors for a few minutes now with massive blasts of force, can I like make an intimidate check to attempt to demoralize the people in the other room?
Okay. If you can ascertain that there are people in the other room.
I have no idea. It's more of a wild shot in the dark, but like the assault is never letting up on these two doors, and
Bang every 6 seconds.
I'm trying to be intimidating by slamming on the doors to anybody who might be in the other room.
Isn't there a mod for Eldritch Blast that basically does that too? Like Terrifying Blast or Horrifying Blast or something like that?
Potentially, but
I
I
think
don't
there
think
Yeah,
is.
I'm pretty sure you have to hit a living target though, and not just
Wood is living.
Well, I meant
I mean,
like
I don't have that
hitting
either
the
way.
door wouldn't then force a saving throw on a living target is what I mean. But okay. Actions, anybody? Oryx said he's got his packed weapon out. Sabine has blasted the southeast door. Sabine, you don't with your awakened mind, you don't get a sense that there's anybody beyond the door that you're currently standing in front of.
Mm.
Yeah, I guess you could reach out with your telepathy. Be, hello.
Anybody in there?
That
We're
would be pretty
coming
terrifying.
through.
You just get like just the signal, it just keeps ringing and nobody's answering.
Yep. Let's go through the next door.
Eventually, all the knocking goes silent, and we proceed.
Okay. So you open the door, and it seems to open to a landing, a 10-foot stone landing, and so that would be, sorry, brain working upside down. And to your west, a 40-foot staircase rises. And there seems to be, with the extent of the dim light from your light spell, Rhaegar, you can see there looks like just another regular door for this complex.
Is whatever I'm detecting magic? Is that? Are we coming up to the source of it or anything?
So you get a sense that it's on the door itself. There's nothing on the. So as you're facing this door from the inside, there's nothing on the front of this door. But give me an intelligence check as you open the door, and you look through into the chamber, into the landing.
14.
You would guess that whatever it is, the magic is coming from something on the other side of the door.
Okay, the door at the top of the landing?
No, your door that you just opened.
Gotcha. Okay.
So I'll let you guys talk amongst yourselves. Let me know.
Like an alarm spell doesn't go off or anything like that, right?
You haven't detected that anything has gone off yet.
Gotcha.
Being that you're like your hand is on the door, and if we were playing hot cold, you would be burning hot.
Okay,
But
so the door is what's magical.
The door itself is what's magical, but you get a sense that whatever it is, it's on the other side of the door because you didn't feel anything on this side of the door.
Okay, I relay that to the party.
It's on the inside of the door.
Is it locked?
The door's already open, so he's got the door open.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, he already opened the door, but
No. The door at the top of the steps.
nobody. Nobody knows.
We haven't gotten there yet.
We should
go
go
take a
up the
look.
stairs. It might take us back to the same level where that individual controlled our minds and pushed us down into the room.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, up is good. We need to have a word with Balor.
All right, so give me a marching order.
So I want to at least like take a look at the door, and see what's
I'll
what
take rear
with it.
guard, yeah.
I'll go second. Disco will go second.
All right, so I'll just say, so in order for Rhaegar to inspect the door, he's gonna have to
Everyone's
be
gonna
able to
have to pass
open,
by me.
close it, kind. So, like, do
Right.
you guys go first, or Rhaegar, do you step in and close the door, or you
No.
guys like who's doing what first?
I want to be last through. That way I can see what is going on with the door after we move past it. That
Yep.
way I'm not going to close the door. I'm going to try and inspect it while it is still open and see what the matter is. Because if I close it and it then seals into a wall, that's not exactly the bind that I want us to be in.
Okay. All right. Again, if you guys don't mind, tell me what was the marching order. I'll start marching y'all up the stairs.
Disco will go towards the front.
Just put you here for now, and just for space sake.
I'll follow behind Disco, and I'll actually hold up that lantern of revealing that was
Okay.
given to me.
All right.
So anything, invisible creatures or objects are visible.
Perfect.
As long as
Okay,
there's
so
no
you
impact.
you light the flame on the lantern. And that'll be good for 6 hours. And you hold it up, and it illuminates like normal. You get 20 feet of bright light and then 20 feet of dim light.
30 is what you gave me.
Oh, it says then whatever it says is what it is. I remembered wrong. So 30 and 30. So this entire stair set is just completely brightly lit. Nothing unusual is revealed. It just looks like a normal staircase going up right now. The door looks normal from here. Who is next?
After Saba, we should throw Oryx, and then I'll take up the middle spot.
Whoa, I'm gonna be last because I want to make sure that like nobody ahead of me can detect me, not you guys. Whatever's ahead of that staircase.
Rhaegar's got to be last, so they can investigate the back of the door. We're all trying to move past Rhaegar.
Okay, I just want to be hidden at some
So
point.
I'll be in front of Oryx then, and then we'll all just get out of the way.
You can put the
Okay.
bag back on your head.
Yeah, that'll work.
Oops.
You can no longer see.
It's okay. I'm very dexterous.
Dexter.
Yes.
Watch that. I watched Dexter's Lab. You do the thing.
That too.
Oh, big batch move, guys. That's all right. OBS, I see you. 50 ways. Press the key.
I will say the audio is much better this week than it was last week.
Yeah, like I'm not. Oh God, yeah. This is so much better because I'm not like fearing for my computer, which I was pretty sure was gonna melt down at any point. All right, the four of you start up the stairs and give Rhaegar the room he needs. Rhaegar, give me it. Give me an Arcana check.
Okie dokie. That is a 10.
A 10, you say?
Yeah.
All right, so you're kind of trying to like with two hands, just sort of slowly close it enough to like peek and scan. And as you do it, your hand kind of slips and you push the door shut, and you get a look at some runes, and they explode in your face.
Sweet.
All right, flaming fiery runes all up in your junk, yo. Fortunately, you're the only one in the 10-foot square now. So give me a dexterity saving throw.
2.
Oh.
That's a natural one.
Oof. That's not the worst save you could lose at. Let me tell you that much. So you're just gonna take 6 points of fire damage as a fire trap explodes in your face. Very nice.
Is Rickard the only one who's taken any damage so far?
No, there's
Yeah.
been a few people got some chunks taken out of them.
Did we
All
take a
right.
short rest?
No.
We don't have time.
Okay, we didn't have time. Gotcha.
Yeah, I
no,
was
we're,
gonna
we're
say
on a clock here.
that is true. So for the 6 hours that you have, you're still within the first hour. Let's say
Oh yeah.
let's say
easily.
10 minutes have passed. Like 5 minutes to get in here, get charmed, have the battle, and then another 5 minutes with all the meeting Oryx, the detecting magic, and now you're on the stairs. The fire trap has gone off. That's that for now. Y'all mind giving me just a minute so I can use the bathroom?
Go for it.
And
Go
maybe
ahead.
No, not at all.
talk amongst yourselves, come up with a plan. You guys are basically halfway up and at the foot of this stairs. It's a 40-foot stair, and there's just a 10-foot square landing at the top with a door waiting to be investigated. I'll be right back.
Do we want me to push my way up to the front and bleed, or are we good with this battle order for right now? Because I'm cool with it either way. I don't mind being rear guard.
I say this is a perfectly fine order until we're in a new space, I think.
Yeah, I feel that.
This room should be clear.
Crunchy exterior, soft nougat middle.
Hey, do we know that vampires are nocturnal?
Yes.
So when we went into the mountain, it was in
Morning.
the late. It was in the morning.
It was like first thing in the morning.
So Baylor should not have been awake
If he's a vampire.
if he's a vampire. So maybe he's not a vampire.
They keep lots of thralls.
Well, if he's a thrall, he's a very powerful
Sure.
thrall.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just like those kind of people who prefer to stay up really late.
Yeah.
Maybe he's an emotional
He,
vampire.
he is a
He is
he is a vampire
underground,
night
so
Emotional
he's
elf.
not
vampire.
worried about
Yeah.
the sun.
I mean, he's a Renfield, I guess.
Could be a Renfield, yeah. We fought enough rats. Figured that was the Renfield room.
Well, what I anticipate here is the doors open. We go into a 20 by 20 room with another door directly in front of us.
Mhm.
And that's the path we need to take. Or do we want to go back down the elevator?
I would say, well, we could try to backtrack to the room where he dumped us into the rat room.
Seven
But if we
feet.
take
See if
that
we can
elevator,
track him from there.
if we take the elevator, we will be announcing our presence again.
So are we in a dungeon or?
Yeah, inside a
um,
mountain.
Okay.
So yeah,
I'm not
it's
opposed
a mountain
to announcing
fortress.
our presence.
right.
I have my character was built to announce themselves.
Right, but the last time we did that, we were dominated.
Yeah,
So we could be
because
dominated again.
we all rolled in Dice Golem. Now this time, some of us will succeed.
So we came out guns blazing.
So anyway, I started blasting.
Yeah.
I built a one-shot blaster character. That's
Yeah, you are a literal tank. You it's nothing but armor and one big ass cannon.
Yep, pretty much. And I can shoot that cannon a lot.
hmm Infinite ammo.
I've basically
thought for
got
sure-
one big combo going once I hit someone with a piercing attack.
Say that one more time.
I have a really good combo that I want to go and try the moment I can hit someone with a piercing attack.
Oh, nice.
And like, I can't wait to see if I one shot someone or not. I
Mm.
just take suggestions.
That's gonna be tough.
It's gonna be tough.
Just keep in mind that if you blow all your abilities on a minion, that you won't have anything left for the big boss.
Yeah, I'm saving everything for the boss.
Oh no, don't worry. They're not slots.
Oh, then by all means, rock and roll.
Hell yeah.
Start throwing your packed weapon. Just
Should have made it into
throw
a
it at
bow,
people's
really.
heads. Basically throw it like darts, because it always comes back to you, right? So I mean, like, you just start, like launching it like a javelin.
I should have made it into a Silver Knight's bow from Dark Souls, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
So what does the
Alrighty.
pack weapon do?
So like
You can't be disarmed, and if you are, it automatically just returns to your hand.
Okay.
like I can choose any weapon, basically, almost any weapon, and I get +1 to the attack and damage roll.
Nice.
Yeah, if I kill something, I get temporary health, which is very nice.
Alrighty.
DM, we would like to climb the
Perfect.
steps and open the door.
All right, same marching order as I have it, or I heard
Yep.
Rhaegar mention something about going at the front, maybe.
Nah.
All
No.
right.
No.
So, not everybody's gonna be able to fit on the landing. So, I mean,
That's fine.
and just
We
to
don't all
mention,
need to blow up.
What's that?
We don't all need to blow up.
This is true.
If there are more glyphs on this door and it shocks me or sets me on fire, it shouldn't set everyone on fire, you know?
Right.
I'll
Well,
check the handle, see if it's hot.
like Harry in Home Alone, you just kind of slap it a few times.
That's right, yeah.
Okay. Well,
Luckily,
I
I'm
should
immune to
mention with
fire
these
and
with
light.
these 10-foot squares, you guys in normal conditions, maybe not on stairs for safety, but in a normal 10-foot hallway, you can easily walk two abreast down the hallway, and you can even fight two abreast. But
Love two abreast.
I know who's good. Um,
Well, if these steps turn into a slide, I apologize in advance.
you already found the super fun happy slide in the other room. All right, so it's just a normal door that looks like the other doors you guys have encountered. You test the handle; it is not locked.
Open it up.
All right, you pull the door open.
Oh, it's a pool. Okay. Shimmy out of the way a little bit.
Yeah.
It's pull
Yeah,
it.
it probably should open into the, considering this. Yeah, you're probably right. They probably would have that be a push. So you push it open. Sorry, good point. Really good point.
Maybe it's a slide.
Yeah,
Pocket door.
yeah. Maybe it's like the doors on the Starship Enterprise, and it just goes up.
Or maybe
Whoosh.
terrible designing.
It's a
Doors
very
and-
satisfying whoosh sound.
Whoosh.
Collapsible door where it just click, 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 and just folds up.
Sabine opens it with an agonizing blast. Anyway, all right, and you see beyond as the light shines in the chamber that you guys started in.
Now we're playing Eons and Dragons.
Yay!
We should hurry back to where the person who charmed us was and see if we can track him down.
All right, well, y'all at the front of the group, is that y'all proceed into the room?
Yeah.
Wait,
Walk on
before
in.
we go in there, is since I still have detect magic, is it going to dispel our magic again when we cross these thresholds?
Yeah, you detect that the dispel magic is very much in effect. In fact, you detect two very powerful spells in effect. One being the detect magic, and you additionally determine that it is purposely cast at a higher level, so it has like a higher effect of things that it can just automatically suppress. And you also determine that it has been made permanent by another powerful spell. So in order to get rid of the dispel magic effect, you have to dispel the permanency effect first.
Right. All right, get ready for things to go haywire again, because this dispel magic is a permanent effect here.
And you surmise from what happened before, that what basically happens is your items get suppressed for 24 hours. Rather than permanently drained to their effect, they just get suppressed. No.
Do it.
All right, everybody piles into the room.
Let's go.
Okay, in you
It's our
go.
only
Oops,
option.
it's true.
Is there a way that we could like bait it into reacting to one thing? That way we could could we all toss cantrips into there in an attempt to dampen it?
You don't think so, based on what you were reading.
Okay.
Okay, I don't have anybody, really... If anybody wants to be anywhere particular, please let me know. I'm literally just spreading you guys out, kinda. And what's the plan? Where did we want to go from here?
Back in a circle.
It's like...
Yeah, back to where that guy charmed us.
Alright. Same marching order as before? Do you guys want to go 2 by 2? Do you want 2-1-2, 2-2-1?
So refresh my memory. When we went north, there was a elevator at 7, right?
Yes.
And it took us down to 7A. So that elevator is still down as far as we know. So that's going to be a hop.
We could try unknown
You
territory.
suspect, yeah. What's up?
So we could try unknown territory and head to the eastern door here. The
Let's
western door.
do that real quick.
The
Maybe it
elevator will
circles around
have
the
a
other way.
cable or a rope, and we can just shimmy down.
Yeah.
You think all those are possible?
All right, let's retrace our steps then. Worst case scenario, we just slide down the ramp, crawl right back up here.
Is everybody agree to that?
Yeah.
And just
We
let me know
can't-
what's your marching order.
We cannot all fit on the elevator at the same time.
I kind of want to check out the western door.
Yeah, let's go the other way, because perhaps maybe it's a double trap, and the point is to loop us through this dispel room multiple
Mhm.
times. Let's do something
Alright.
unexpected.
So before
Yeah, let's see a
that,
new room.
before all this, everybody roll a d20 for me. Just a flat d20 and let me know what you got.
16.
I also got a 16.
18.
15.
Those were good. 4.
Oh, come on. Okay, Oryx, my bad, because you don't have anything, so don't even worry about it. You're good.
Oh, okay.
Your packed weapon disappears.
No.
You see, when this was considered, I didn't think of, packed weapons or anything for that, so I just have to, because he can just
And then it
bring
just
that right
reappears
back.
in your
Yeah, it's literally... Actually, you were asking about, could you, have, a dummy effect? That would be interesting if you could just, have a packed weapon and be like, I hope it hits this, because I would randomly determine at that point, just like with
You
everything
just
else.
throw the packed weapon into the room and bait it into it.
There's so much to think about with stuff like this.
That's what I was saying. Could we bait it with cantrips? It's like I could just cast light on something in the room and then have it act on that, and then we move during the same period of time, before it resets.
Right. No, I'm just kind of considering it like it's a part of your own personal magical biome. That's all I can really... And, so every time your biome is exposed to this room, it's attacked by the magic, and then something on your person is... Basically, it is affected.
Right.
But it sounds like only, Sabine's the only one. Alright, you sense that your magical rope, has fallen useless for 24 hours.
Alright. I had fingers crossed for the necklace. It's like, get the necklace.
Wait, really? Why would you want to suppress the necklace?
Because I feel like it's the least useful thing I have.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I mean, that's up to you. That's fine. I mean, I can't change your personal opinion.
The West.
I was surprised to hear
Yes.
that. Okay, so what did we decide on? Because I still was stuck at hearing two
Western
different...
door.
What? Everybody's cool with the western door?
Yeah.
You sure you
Yeah.
don't want to get looped over and over again?
Yes.
Not really, but we're going west.
I only want to go north if we get dominated again and the were-rats respawn.
It's just
Because I can
grind
do
'em.
Spirit Warriors like 3 more times, and I want to set like a new record for damage in a campaign.
That would be incredible, actually. All right.
Now
Give
we're
me
just
one.
playing dragons. Yeah, we're just playing
Gons.
Gons.
Agons.
You know what's funny? I was doing that in studio mode. I thought I must be using the wrong. Oh, I thought I was using. Hang on a sec. Oh, because you guys can see the. Oh, you guys can see the preview. That's interesting. So, right. Okay, because I was going into studio mode because you can't see it on stream. Sorry, you guys are making me realize everything that's
What you're
going on
doing in
here.
production versus what you're doing in
In
behind
studio,
the
yeah.
scenes. Yeah,
It's crazy.
we're just playing S.
Just S. Hang on one sec. I need to. This is actually a part now. I need to render a new image, but that only takes a second now with the help of some really cool magic, aka Figma. You just can't capture Figma and use that trying to have a fog of war and everything. It doesn't work. It doesn't work the way I thought. This is working.
No,
a lot
we got
better.
it. Figma doesn't work. We got it.
All right. See here.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to be shitting on your tool of of your trade. I'm
You
not
haven't
fine.
called it
the DM.
Ligma
It's fine. Roll
once.
initiative. I'm just kidding. Fine. Let me just. I don't know. Eventually, I'll have a really good system. This won't be anytime soon. Where's that one? Ah. All right. I know now. I know things that have occurred. Yeah, this is the only part that takes time that isn't there's no content in this time basically, so we're just kind of like dum 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 dum.
He's just making it up on the fly. He's drawing stuff right now.
See, if I was gonna do that, I should have just used Roll20 because that would have actually been fine.
You
If I was gonna draw it on the fly.
Players.
and then a demon shows up. Okay, hang on.
How do you guys feel about pit fiends?
He's not so smart now, huh?
Let's go, Pit Fiend.
Yeah,
That should
German
work.
suplex.
There's a hallway.
Yeah, multiple hallways.
Studio mode.
There's a
Yes.
secret door to the south. There's the hallway has a little alcove off to the south. And so I was saying, I wonder if there's a secret door to the south.
Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. I was like, what? Okay, give me a marching order.
Were you mad? Were you mad that you thought a secret door would made it onto the map?
No, I was more what it was. I was like, what are you looking at? All right, marching order at the door.
You could do the
Disco.
same one that we were coming up the stairs.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Disco, Sabe.
I'm hurting right now, so I'm not really keen on being the vanguard.
Okay.
Guess I could heal myself.
So are you in the back or are you in the middle?
I'm in the back.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. 2x2
Alright.
by 1. Yep.
All right. Preparations. Who's opening the door?
Well, since no one's volunteering.
I would like to. Can we cast spells in this room?
No.
Okay, then I just want to open the door and get out of this room.
All right. Door opens in towards you, because I imagine at this point they all should.
Sure.
Into this room, and as you see before you, it extends about 60 feet to the distance of Sabe's lantern light. So you got 30 feet, and it looks like there's alcoves out to the distance of the bright light that go off to the north and south. This white block here, well, both of them, but you see this one, you would see this one first. It just looks like a stone pillar that goes from the floor
good.
to the ceiling, and they're like roughly octagonal shape. They're not tremendously like ornate or anything, but they're not just smooth circular or stone square columns. There is some purposeful shaping, but nothing significant. And
Let's do it.
it looks like the passage continues beyond, but to the extent of the lantern light, that's what you can see.
Well,
And do it. So everybody moves in.
I would say bump in until the rope, where it opens up.
And we'll slowly move it. Best of my ability. This is where Roll20 is supreme, because you guys would have been done all this by now. I'm not trying to, like, I don't think anybody thinks I'm trying to be controlling in this way.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just, my way kind of works. It kind of doesn't, too. I'll just start slowly moving.
could I
Mm-hmm.
launch a firebolt 120 feet straight down the hallway and see if it lights up any baddies?
All right. Yeah, you can. You point your finger and it fires straight down the hallway. Hang on now. I was about to render another picture, but you beat me to it, so just give me 1 secundo. Good. Bad. Select that. Please stop highlighting it. Figma, now you're making me mad. Well, I'm not Figma's dad or anything. I said I would take him for ice cream and play some basketball, but like, I'm not your dad, dude. Come on, please. I'm barely even seeing your mom. I'm just trying to, help out the youth because I was young and wanted more support. I know, I went crazy. I know, I just went a little crazy. Hang on, rendering. Then I got to fail, so I had to do it again. I don't know why that's been happening. I don't know if I have to clear my cache or something. Maybe. All right, Disco. You blast a firebolt, and that thing goes 120 feet. So I mean, it clears some distance.
Oh,
And
it's a long hallway. Okay. So that would be the equivalent of how many blocks? 12 blocks.
a total of 12. Let me drop this picture in here that I didn't save properly. Oh, making it work, guys. Making it work. I appreciate y'all being patient with the shenanigans.
So it doesn't illuminate the hallway, but it's like a flare.
Yeah, it just like not copy, save. It fires from your fingertips. It's like you said, it's a flare. You're getting a sense of how long the hallway is by doing this. Now I can drop it.
Well, the idea here was to throw out some bait and see if anything comes running towards us.
Okay, I see. Well, in doing that, you do light up the hall, and you can see that it extends for a total of from the door 10, 30, 40, 90 feet, and there are two similar alcoves, and it seems to turn to the north after 90 feet. And then everybody roll perception checks.
12.
11.
20. Not natural.
18.
Also an 18.
Ah, very nice. All right, so you guys see what look like figures in the alcoves, possibly statues, but the light moves by so fast you can't make out any features other than that they're about humanoid height and humanoid shape.
Can I find like a stone and kind of throw it across what their field of vision would be?
Um, I don't. Yeah, there's probably. I would imagine there's like bits of debris and stuff, and like a mountain, like carved out complex. There's got to be like some little pebbles kicking around in the corner. So yeah, you scoop up some pebbles and you just toss them down the corridor, and they kind of clatter in silence after that.
I'll inspect the first statue
North or
to
south?
see if uh it is. Wait, are we talking about the alcove on the left of where we're?
Yeah, so
Let's
if
see.
you're facing is west, then you would be talking about left or right, but I'm just talking about from our above view, north or south, the first alcoves.
Oh, the south alcove.
And what is your method of investigation? Like
Well,
eyes, hands, like are you like thumping it?
well, first eyes. I want to get eyes on it, right, to see if there's anything written on it, or if it's a recognizable person, um, or if it looks like there's any movable parts on it.
All right, you step into the square and you lean forward to take a closer look, and these figures actually reach out and grab for you out of the shadows. And of course, it's a cheesy trap. And you hear screams behind you as well as two more start to ambush you. Everybody hears this. Everybody roll initiative. Um, it wasn't a great surprise on their part, so they don't get their first round of like advantage or anything. Um,
15.
23.
Natural 20.
22?
And a 7.
My favorite part is y'all are going to remember those numbers while I roll for myself, and then I have to type them all in, and I'm going to be asking you what they are. D&D Beyond. Okay, I got a number. Of course, there's no reason for me to tell you what that is. All right, Sabine, number please.
20.
22?
23.
15.
7. Oh, they're undead? Oh, I thought that they were statues.
They were.
Oh.
So, like,
We
And the
all
so does that
firebolt
mean my
didn't
bad?
tipped him off, huh? Okay, well,
Because a firebolt's not living.
So how far are they from him? Like, would you say like 10 feet, 5 feet? Okay. So can I make my way forward to help? Okay, cool. So Okay, since they haven't attacked yet, I get to make. I get to assassinate, right?
Yeah, are you talking about like you get sneak before something is acted in combat?
It doesn't say that I have to sneak, so
No,
I
no, no. Yeah,
imagine
but
that.
like I'm assuming it's like a rogue assassin.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the way that works, if I recall correctly, is that if it's before they act in combat, then yeah, you would get that bonus damage.
Cool. So I'm gonna attack with my hacked weapon. Since a crit, it's like double damage, right? That's the rule.
Only if they're surprised,
Okay.
but you have advantage on the attack.
Yeah. Well, that's a 9, so I'm gonna try again. Okay. 17. Cool. Uh, okay. So, wow, that's awful. That's 6 to hit plus, so that's like 12, right? Okay.
No, no, no. He's asking.
No, but I will. That was for damage. That was a 6 in total. My other attack that I can make with my pack weapon, plus the assassinate, or well, not the assassinate, the sneak attack, right? I get to do that.
Yep. Yeah, sneak attack's your main hand.
Okay, I thought so. Yes. Okay, that's all good. Um,
Did we have tokens yet? The vampires or whatever they are.
The bad
Zombies.
guys.
oh, and just to let you know,
There we go.
with the piercer feat, I get to add another die to it, an additional d6. So I'm gonna roll that now. That is a 1. That is really unfortunate. Yeah, yeah. Okay, that is 20 in total. North.
They were. Sorry. Give me just a second. Apologize. All right, you bloody him.
Nice.
Gory.
You unbloody him.
Well, that is going to be a no. So, yep, it was not. It was a bit unfortunate. It's a little bit saddening. I couldn't get more, but yeah, that's it. I get to make another one?
Not if you split levels.
Yeah. No, I'm not dual wielding. Yep. Yeah.
Got a cunning action.
No. I'll let this play out. No.
Yeah, I had a 22. Okay. I'm assuming I'm still hanging on to the lantern. Yeah, so I'll have to use the warhammer with just one hand then. I'll go ahead and attack the one that is nearest to me. Yep. All right. Ew, that's a 9. Yeah, that was a bad one. Okay. Can I get my extra attack? All right, let's use the other die. Let's use this one. And that is a much better 16. Okay. What a 1d8. 5 damage overall. Oh, nice. Yay. Oh, do I? Okay. So what can I do on a bonus action? Just off the top of my head here. I assume I can't make yet another attack, so I think everything else I'd rather not.
Because you probably don't want to burn your action surge or anything.
Yeah, I think I want to hold on to that action surge. A short or a long rest, but we're not going to have either one, so. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I have it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't
have
have
it.
that item. Yep, that's it.
So I'll just lean over Oryx's shoulder and Eldritch Blast the guy he just stabbed. 15. That is gonna be double check. Yeah, so 10 points of force damage, and he's pushed 10 feet straight away. Fantastic.
Which one was this? So if he gets thrown 10 feet, that's gonna incur attacks of opportunity too.
He's dead though.
Is dead.
Oh, gotcha. Damn.
Forced movement does not provoke attacks.
Does
of
it not?
opportunity. No.
Oh,
Exactly. And then my second Eldritch Blast shot will hit the guy who was right next to him. One more to the west on the north side of Disco. Yeah. And I will hit him with a 23 to hit. And he's going to take 11 points of damage and get pushed 10 feet. And that'll be the end of my turn.
He takes that damage, and some fragments of bone and pieces of skin go flying. And it kind of like tries to stop its the force of the movement by digging its claws into the column beside it. It drags its feet on the ground and it snarls at you. Rhaegar, you're next.
I'm gonna saunter up right beside Disco, moving through our party. Yep, slowly but surely. There we go.
To
Yeah.
the
All right.
north or to
I'm
the...
gonna turn undead.
Okay, which
So
way are you facing?
it's all around me.
Oh, it's
Everybody.
a like a
Circle.
hemisphere.
Yep, it's a circle.
Okay, because
30 feet in direction.
yeah. Because for my memory, it was like literally you faced one direction, and you got like a 90-degree wedge or something like that.
Each undead that I can see or that can see or hear within 30 feet of me must make a Wisdom saving throw.
Okay,
DC 14.
Guy's only really 15 if we're splitting a square. These two are only 10. Okay.
Did I see anything to the north from there?
So for where you're standing, it looks like these two columns, most likely there's something beyond them, but actually, like, since they're not like full flush columns, you kind of see that it opens up to the north a little more, but you can't really make out. It looks like there's another corridor going that way.
Gotcha. Okay.
You can't be too sure, especially in the midst of battle.
That's fine. Other things can probably see me, which is actually good for this situation. Yeah, so Will's wisdom saves all around.
How much was it?
14. No, excuse me. Hold on.
Huh?
Let me make sure that that's correct. Because my wisdom modifier is +3. Yeah, that's right.
So total 14?
Yep, 14.
Okay.
And if they are below CR1, if they're CR1 or lower, they are instantly destroyed.
Okay.
Oh my.
See, are they or not? So all three of them will be turned.
Alright.
And just remind me, they flee from you?
They have to spend its turn trying to move as far away from me as it can. It can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of me. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action to try and escape. An effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action, and that's it. So those ones to the south, they really don't have anywhere to go and can't do anything except for try to dodge.
Okay, so they're effectively trapped in that alcove.
Yep. And then the one to the northwest is probably just gonna bolt.
Yeah,
as far
most
as his
likely.
little zombie legs can take him.
I think that's what's gonna happen. All right, does that end your turn?
Let's see. Bonus action. What do we got? Nah, none of my cantrips are bonus actions, so that's
They're not very
that's good.
bonusy.
Yep, they take an action.
All right. Now, the creatures. These two flee in fear, your might, your dragony goodness. And they're just kind of like trying to climb up the walls with their claws, and just to no avail. They're screeching and shouting and making a
There's just
awful.
this silver beacon of light that just, and like a slight ringing noise that just for some reason has completely unnerved these monsters.
Yes, yeah, they're just terrified of you right now, and there's nowhere for them to go. They're just fleeing, and after a while, they start cowering.
They're just like clawing at their own faces.
This one is just gonna double action bolt. You see him scoot around the corner, and for all you know, he's cowering in another alcove. All right. Give me 1 second here.
It lasts for a minute, by the way.
The effect.
Mhm.
Okay. And then remind me how many uses of that do you get in a day? Because it's connected to
2.
the what's it
2
called?
for short rest. It's Channel Divinity.
Channel Divinity is what I couldn't remember the name of. Okay. So this one has fled for now. These two, they can't do anything. So you got 2 of these undead creatures to deal with. Disco, it's your turn.
I would like to attack
All
with
right.
a sword.
Which one?
The one on the left.
All right. You're close enough
I
to it for
thought he
moving
was
into the
asking
square.
which sword you wanted to attack with. The one on the left.
The creature on the right has damage done to it already by the warhammer, correct?
Yes.
All right, then let's attack that one first.
All right, go ahead and swing your swords.
Okay, first one is going to be a 25.
That'll hit.
And damage will be 14 damage, slashing damage.
Healthy.
Sick.
Okay, second attack with that same weapon
Hmm.
is a crit, nat 20.
Okay. So max damage on that one. The first attack bloodies it, and then you go, haha, and you're basically ready to finish it off. So go ahead and describe it, because any amount of I know your max damage is about to finish it off, let's say. So go ahead and describe your killing blow.
Oh, I'm still gearing up for a third attack with the other sword, so
That's fine, but this one crumbles under your second attack.
yeah, so just smash him down and then spin, and then hit the other creature with the third attack, which is a flaming sword.
Okay, and this one's a totally fresh creature, so he's other than being afeared of you, and well, particularly of the mighty dragon, but you take advantage of the fear and make an attack.
You
So
heard what happened to the were-rats?
It's taking a dodge action, correct? Does that give me disadvantage on attacks against it?
I wouldn't think in these small quarters.
Give me a
Does
second. I'll find out what dodge does.
Yeah, because I mean, it shouldn't just be because I consider does that rule
Yeah.
really work out? Yeah, it should be whatever's in the book.
Disadvantage until the start of its next turn. So everybody's got disadvantage until the zombie goes again.
All right.
So the first one may not have taken as much damage.
However, because of their have the frightened condition, you have advantage on attacks against them while
yeah,
they
there
can
you go.
see the
So
cleric.
so it's countered. So it's just a regular attack roll then.
Okay, fair enough. All right, third attack. This is with the flaming sword. That is a 14.
A 14 total,
Yes.
and that's a hit.
Great. So this is going to be 7 fire damage.
All right. All right, you set some of its tattered rags ablaze, and it with the rest of its action just fights the flames and puts them out, and you deal some healthy damage to it, but it's still, besides cowering, it's still, an active fighter, other than, all the frightened effect and everything. It will defend itself, but it's not like currently a threat.
Oryx, would you like to finish him off?
We would go back to the top of the round at this point. It would be Oryx, so good call. I'm assuming you
damage
knew
is he?
that.
How damaged is he?
He's taken one flaming longsword across the chest.
Okay, I'm gonna just throw a dagger then.
Thrown dagger? Go ahead.
That's probably not enough to finish him off, just based
Don't
on
worry.
how much.
You
Okay,
don't
where I'm
think
drunk.
so, but yeah. What you do, Oryx?
Alrighty.
Let me know.
Yep, I'm thrown too. That is a 10.
That'll miss.
Alrighty. Cool. That's a 18.
That'll hit.
Okay. This is definitely not going to kill him, but oh well. That is an 8.
You bloody
8
him.
damage.
You bloody it with the second thrown dagger.
You know what? I'm gonna just use. Can I use a cantrip for a bonus action? Oh wait, no, I just did that. Never mind.
Your bonus action being the second attack, right?
Yep.
Right. And I'm thinking since that one was offhand, it would have had a penalty, but you rolled high enough that that penalty wouldn't have made you miss. Did you have anything else you wanted to do on your turn, or shall we move on?
Let's move on.
All right, Sabe, what would you like to do? There's one remaining undead creature cowering in this alcove, and one that has fled.
Okay. Can I just step up and smash it with my warhammer?
Yeah, do you just want to
Is
move?
that what we're doing?
Want to move to the left of Disco here?
Yeah.
All right, that's fine. Creature is
Oh.
cowering.
Oh, it makes me feel bad.
It's undead. It's not supposed to be here.
Got puppy dog eyes going on.
I know.
This thing would kill you without even thinking about it. It would have no emotion.
Oh my god, does he have underwear that says Nix on the tag?
Nope.
Oh, I forgot that that's actually what I was going to name this character.
Oh dear.
Alright, anyway, I'm going to hit it with the warhammer.
Mhm.
15?
That
Wait.
hits.
I'm sorry, I can't do math. Yeah, 15 still right. Okay.
Yep.
Do you want me to roll for the second attack? Or,
Do the damage first,
yeah. I
Time
was
to
gonna
go Gallagher.
Yeah, do the damage first.
Ooh,
because you could
that's
split the
nice.
attacks.
Fledge-o-matic.
10 overall.
That destroys it.
Hell yeah. Okay. Anything else to... do we really want to chase after her right now?
Can we see more of the room now that she stepped up and that lantern is providing illumination? Mm-hmm. Okay. Enhancing. 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 Would you just print it out already, Ramathorn? Who wants a mustache ride? God, I love Super Troopers. Super Troopers 2 was great too. Yeah. And there's also the like unsung Broken Lizard film, The Slammin' Salmon, is
Oh, I
actually
love the
really,
Slammin' Salmon.
really good.
It's one of the best ones.
I agree.
Club Dread is also really good.
Yeah, everyone digs on Beer Fest and Super Troopers, but the Slammin' Salmon is
Yeah,
honestly
it's their best one.
incredibly good.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. I mean, it's one that you can see once and understand
Yep.
that there's not a lot of nuance in a second viewing, you know.
Well, if I'm up next, I'll just take the dash action and move 40 feet forward. Hmm. Definitely.
I'm gonna just retrieve the knives that I threw so poorly. Yeah.
Any potions on the corpses?
Gonna check his prison pocket.
No, we don't need to check the prison wallet. We're good. We see the stairs. So Sabine ran forward all the way to the turn to take a look and see if our friend is down that way.
Morphin time. I might have to pay for Discord Nitro just so I can add more custom sound files so I can change them up on the fly and just absolutely drive everybody insane.
If one
What's
of them is no.
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 Yeah, I got just do a dash and I can get 40 feet. Give them to me.
Believe me
What?
later. Mummy
Would
rot.
they have been feared by the turn undead? Oh, right, 30 feet.
Bummer for you. Rolled an 8. And a 6. Yeah, dice golem, baby. Dice golem. I'm not. I'm fine with. I'm fine with you rolling dice golem. Did you roll a 20 on that last one? Yeah, 20.
So the guy who didn't crit beat a 22.
Nope.
Well, my AC is 22, so
Fortunately.
Tanks.
give me the crit. I'm cool. I didn't take any damage from the were-rats.
Take any damage from the were-rats? Necrotic damage.
Constitution saving throw 18.
You don't become a were-zombie. Wouldn't
Well,
that
they
be
have
cool?
fangs, so maybe it's like a mummy
A
situation.
were-ghoul. You don't want mummies. I don't want that smoke.
Hmm. Nope. No, I had to use an action to dash to get that far. Yeah. I'm slow and clunky.
Excuse me again. Sorry. I
Me
gotta stop
too.
using my 0 on my numpad because it's connected to my microphone mute on stream, and that's really obnoxious. Me. Okay, so let me get back to. When was it? It is now. Rager, it's your turn. You just saw 4 more undead creatures step out and assault your friend.
All right. 1, 2. Let's see. 10 feet. 10 feet. 10 feet. I can go all the way to the end of the square that has 2 in it. I believe that's about 30 feet. Yeah. 20, 20, 10. Yep. Okay.
So I should mention they're all stepped out. I don't mean to have them looking like they're not.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
surrounding him in that square. There's just no. I guess maybe if I put him above.
Sabine
I'm
is
going
a,
to
is a lady,
cast-
right?
Yeah. Well, I mean, sister. That's. I mean, I guess that's a personal choice.
That is correct.
I want to cast Sacred Flame on whatever the closest one is.
All right. So the one to the north of the south. Dante,
Yeah.
thank you very much for the raid, bud.
That's going to be a Dexterity 14 saving throw.
Undead are awesome at dexterity saves.
Yep. As a column of light erupts and engulfs the zombie, or ghoul, or white, or whatever we're fighting.
No expression. I typed the expression. I typed it.
You don't want to see my expression.
Oh, I'm.
You have to
Goodness
switch to
gracious.
Avery.
I don't know how.
It's all right.
Well,
He didn't save.
Neither do we.
All right, what's the damage, Pete? All right, Rager.
It is. Ooh, that's a good one. 13 points of radiant damage.
All right.
Let's go.
You bloody it,
He's
but
ass.
not in those words. It's the effect of being bloodied, but with radiant light on an undead corpse. So you sear it. It has been seared.
Feel in the flavor. Get the
Say that
char
again.
on it.
13. You said 13.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Are
seal in
they
the flavor
vulnerable to
element.
radiant?
Oh yeah, that's a good plan.
Probably vulnerable to radiant damage.
Believe it or not, no.
Boo.
Yeah, you'd think. I feel like first, second edition, third edition, it would have been.
No.
Oh, you know what? Because that's the bot I have in my server, but it stopped working for me for some reason. I rolled once and it stopped working. I'll try again on the next one.
Like me.
And Rager, I imagine that was the one to the north. Is that correct? Is that one
That's
good?
correct.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, that's fine.
Okay. Anything else on your turn?
Nah, that's fine.
All right. Well,
I moved. I acted.
Mhm.
I'm good.
okay. Not that anyone can see this, but I'm moving this piece. All right. And all four of these ghastly creatures, not that I'm naming them, but they are just horrible, rotting, undead creatures.
Can I roll an Arcana check or
Religion, please.
religion? Ooh, that's good. 14.
These look stronger than zombies, but not as strong as vampires. You think
Ghouls
they're...
then.
What's that?
Ghouls then.
No, they're not real. They're not like... Ghouls you think are more... like they're more squat and like crawling, like...
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what I'm trying to describe.
So would these
but
just be like considered greater zombies?
you think they're whites.
Okay. Oh shit. Oh,
Yeah.
never mind.
So
It's not 3E.
So yeah,
There's no
so
negative levels.
that's right. You're aware that they can drain your life
Yeah.
with their attacks. Okay, and that is
Not your
what's...
XP.
Hey, you know what? There's no potions to restore XP. I mean, greater
Yeah,
restoration, but
whites
anyway.
used to be a game ender.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you were level 1 and you got attacked by a white, you just like you were level 0.
No, not
and
even
you would've
that. I
been
mean,
dead.
like it would just be like, oh, you got hit by a white. Now you're level 3, and the rest of your party's level 5, and now it's not fun to play anymore.
Yeah, but you could get those back somehow. I just don't remember how. Anyway, so
I'm pretty sure back in the day, Greater Restoration removed negative
Yeah.
levels.
or if anything, you'll fall back. Just use a wish.
Sure.
Right. Well, I mean, what works, right? So the two nearest you, Rager, are gonna lurch towards you and attack.
They will try.
They will try. What's your armor class, please?
22.
Worked. It worked. Marty, it worked. They will try. And one of them, wow, I got another crit. One misses, but while you're fending that one off, the other one sinks its claws through your armor, and you feel a cold, cold chill. Give me a Constitution saving throw, please.
Okay. 17.
And lucky for you, you pass.
I'm resistant to cold too.
Well, it's an undead kind of cold. It's not actual cold
No.
damage. See,
Right.
that's always been a thing. That's always been like it's like a cold chill, but it's necrotic. So you take 8 points of necrotic damage total.
Okay.
And then Sabine, your armor class is 22, right?
I am officially bloodied.
Oh, okay. Go away, Dice Golem. I'm lazy and I want to just hit up. Okay, no, their claws scrape off your armor, but you repel them. And now it is your turn, Sabine. Or wait a minute.
No, I feel like we
it was
missed somebody.
disco.
It's disco. Yeah.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
I was like, wait a minute, who do we forget here?
So the rest of us are pretty far away.
Yeah.
If we move 30 feet, will we be close enough for melee combat?
Oh,
Yeah, you could get 30 feet because each one of those squares is 10 feet. So
that is correct. So, and you'd be moving diagonal through the square, so it's not like it would be extra. Not that that matters, but grab the fucking. So let's say here would be start of your 10, would be 20. Yeah, you could move right up in the face of one of these whites with your movement.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'd like to do. And then, so I started slashing.
the trash man. Oh, God, I love It's Always Sunny.
All right, first one is a 15.
15 will hit.
Damon.
8 damage, 8 slashing damage.
8 of the slashing variety. Okay.
I'm going to start using that when I turn undead.
Nightman?
Hey, man.
Okay. All right. It's still standing.
All right, second attack, same weapon. That's a 21.
It's.
And that's going to be 13 points of slashing damage.
You bloody it, or whatever it's called with undead.
All right. Third attack with this is with the other sword, the flaming sword.
All right.
And that's a 27.
Yeah.
And that's 12 points of fire damage.
Yeah, you're gonna crumble it into a burning pile of flames. And if y'all don't mind, I gotta use the bathroom again. Joy being on medicine. Oh no, I deleted the wrong. Hang on, I'll fix everything, I promise. I'll be right back.
This is getting a little hairy, huh?
Well, now.
Run.
No running. We face the danger. And then we die.
Left to our own devices, we are all a menace.
I blame my ADHD.
We're gonna run off all of Kuma's viewers.
Stick around, people. I promise it'll be good.
It gets better.
Leave. Please clap.
There it is.
I heard
And
that,
now we
Pete.
use the stock sounds.
I heard that.
Heard what?
By the way, Pete, you're not gonna run off anybody with sound effects in my channel because the common viewers I have for some of the streamers I hang out with, they love sound effects, so you're not gonna scare anybody off. That's the guy. All right, so Disco just toppled one of the whites, and we start over
No,
back.
you can't call him that, man.
Wait, what?
That's racist.
Wait, what?
Nothing.
I'm confused.
We're being
Okay.
prejudiced against whites.
Oh, okay.
Got that.
Oh my god.
Hmm?
I just had an idea for a campaign where there's an undead Ku Klux Klan and they're all about white supremacy.
Oh my god.
Fireball.
Yeah,
That's
well, yeah, just a. I'm trying to think of an appropriate quote now, and nothing's coming to mind. Yeah, just fireball, fireball. Okay, back to the top. Brain function. Oryx, it is your turn.
Yeah, I'm just gonna like Eldritch Blast one of them.
All right, you're not. You're like.
Gimmick infringement.
Oh. You have a line of sight between. You think you could probably easily fire over Disco's shoulder. And
I'm
hit
gonna
this
walk
one.
over. I'm
Okay.
gonna walk over, you know, just do a good old JoJo pose. And then like just shoot over him so I don't hit him.
All right, I'll
Put
just
your
move you
arm
right up
on his
behind you.
shoulder for aim.
So you're basically like sharing a space, so he's not a liability when you fire your Eldritch Blast. Did you want to fire at the one directly across?
Yes.
This one?
And I have I have two beams.
Ooh, beam.
Do I roll for like one time or for both of them?
That is up to you. Usually you want to go one by one. I don't think you can drop it with one though, so you can go ahead and roll two if you're just gonna focus.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that.
Go ahead with your first.
Sick. That is a natural 20.
Ooh. Okay, so max damage.
Okay, hold on, I'm gonna roll the other one too. Might as well. Well, that one was in 8
What?
plus 7. Hold on. 8 plus 7, I'm very bad at. That's
It's a
a 15.
15.
The other one was a 15. Okay.
Yep.
Yep.
So that hits.
And Eldritch Blast. That is.
One roll and one max damage.
Okay. That is an 8 plus 4, so.
Total of 12.
Yep.
And that's combined for both?
Hold on one sec.
Yep.
The other one is a 10, so 14.
So total of 26.
Yes. One of them was a crit, so like please someone explain to me how crits work. I'm so bad.
It's usually a house rule, depending on the
Okay.
DM.
Okay.
Max damage sounds good to me.
Okay.
So with that, you drop it.
Nice.
The first one takes its head off, but it's undead, so that doesn't matter. It still has this eerie focus towards you. It reaches out with its claws, but you take it out with the second blast.
Yes. Yes.
All right.
Okay. Yep, that's it.
That's everything for you?
Yep, that's it.
All right. Sabe, it is your turn.
All right. Looks like we got what, 2 over there?
Total of 2 hanging out in this corridor.
Okay. Uh, is it going to be a big issue if I try to shoot a longbow?
No, you think since Rhaegar is basically the only person in your way, you don't think it'd be too much of an issue with your skills.
Okay. It means I'll have to set down the lantern though.
Yeah, that's what you can set it at your feet.
Okay. I'll take a shot with the longbow.
Go ahead.
Let's make sure here +1 to attack and damage. Okay.
Are you using a regular arrow or a magic arrow?
Let's go with one of the magic ones.
Okay, so that's +1 attack and damage overall.
Okay. So if I'm adding that to it, that's 16.
That hits.
Okay. Let's get me a D8 here. And that'll add 1 to the damage as well, so 9.
Okay. It hits it in the shoulder, but it's still up.
Okay. I can make an extra attack, right?
Yeah.
All right. I'll take another shot. And I'll go ahead and use another one of the arrows.
Okay.
All right, so 8. Oh, +9. 17.
That hits.
Okay, get that D8 back. 7.
And that hits it in the pectoral muscle, a few inches from the one that hit it in the shoulder, and it's still standing, but it is bloodied.
Man.
Yeah.
All right.
Anything else for your turn?
Nope, that's it for me.
Okay. Now it's Sabine. Now it's your turn.
All right. How far away from me are my closest allies?
10 feet.
10 feet. Just inside or just outside?
Just outside
I'm
of 10
within
feet.
10 feet.
Okay, and both of these bad boys are inside 10 feet?
Yes.
Fantastic. Then I will go ahead. I'm going to cast Thunderstep.
Ooh.
So they both need to make a DC 17 Constitution save.
I think it's Undead's actual good staff. Yeah, usually. Nope, 13s.
So they both take 18 points of thunder damage, and I teleport to the end of the hallway.
All right, which end of the hallway?
The farther end to the west, where the other guy ran away to, just the 20 feet to the corner.
Okay, that's perfect. And with your thunderous blast, you send them flying into pieces back into the alcove, and you reappear with, I presume, a clap of thunder right there at the end of the hall. You can see, I don't need to render it just yet, but you can see that that lone white is now cowering. Actually, what's your light situation?
My light situation is not great.
Okay, but
I
I can
probably
still
can't see.
give with that spell, even though it's a thundery kind of a thing. I'll give a flash of light that'll let you see that down this corridor there's just a 30-foot deep room here, and this white seems to be cowering against the far wall. You also notice that there was a particularly bright reflection on the wall just past the white, so that's worth noting. And that was it for your
I will
turn?
end my turn with a telepathic message to my friends. One final hostile.
All right, since it's Rhaegar's turn actually. Rhaegar, please go right ahead while I render another picture. Oh,
Rhaegar, if you step up to the north, there's probably 4 more right there.
That's probably true. Yeah, let's do that.
so you want to move to the north?
Yeah.
All right. You step between the pillars.
Ready in action in
Yep.
case you get attacked.
Turn undead on the ready.
Okay. You step past the pillars.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You do see 2 dark alcoves. Nothing appears to be in them, and you see a. Well, you have light, so you can see that the staircase extends a total of 40 feet down and seems to end on a landing. There doesn't appear to be a door. It looks like it's open beyond, but you can't make out any features much further than that. It's well beyond your like detail distance.
It's fine.
Oh,
I mean, I guess I could start going down the stairs, but I want to wait until the group forms up.
Yeah, entirely up to you.
Yeah, I'll use cure wounds.
On yourself?
Yeah. I'm
All
gonna
right,
use
please.
my necklace.
Ah, very good. All right. Did I give you details for that, or do I need to look that up real
Yeah,
quick?
I got it.
All right, please roll appropriately and let me know what you got.
13 points of healing. Yeah, that'll put me back at decent enough. Hooray for prayer beads.
Hey man, I didn't give them to you just to be fancy. Oh, okay. Sorry, I got this picture coming. I promise. Promise. Stop yelling at me. Stop yelling at me, Mom. Sorry, I won't go into down with the sickness.
I'm gonna have a hard out here in a few minutes too.
What's that?
I'm gonna need to bounce in a few minutes.
Oh, a few minutes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Just because we're about 10:30 right now.
I understand. I understand. Well, so we got this one white left to contend with. If we want to cut it here,
Why
we
don't
can
we-
pick it up another time. I'm available
yeah, why don't
anytime
we do
outside
that?
of. Y'all let me know.
I mean, if we've just got one more in this combat, that's fine. We can handle it.
Yeah, I was assuming like you could stick around for a few more minutes to finish this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's something else in that room though with the white. There's something shiny, like an ooze or something.
Like an ooze. What is it? Why did it capture this? Is even the right? Oh, I've had it up to here with with doing it this way now. Okay, so I'm gonna find a new way for the next time. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'll have a panic attack later.
Theater of the mind for the last round.
What's that?
Theater of the mind for the last round.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine then. This is about actually that's pretty close. Just won't be stretched out. Yeah, the technical stuff takes way too long. I'm noticing. I gotta figure out the bestest way. All right. So yeah, this guy. Good call, by the way, Sean. This guy's kind of cowering, just in the corner there. Rhaegar, did you have anything else you wanted to do?
I've used my actions.
Okay, Disco.
Well, let's dash over to where Sabine is. So that'd be 30 plus 30. And then we'll just shoot fireballs at it until it dies.
All right, you don't quite have a line on it, just based on where I put it.
I mean, I've already used my action anyway, so I can't do
Okay,
it this turn anyway.
just a suggestion then. Okay, I see. All right, Oryx, your turn.
So that's the only enemy right there, right?
Yeah.
May I ask how damaged they look?
It had been damaged previously.
Okay. This is what I'm okay. I don't think I can reach that or do anything about that.
You were about the same
About
distance as Disco, so you've got about the same capabilities.
You know what? You're right. Can I get closer over there and attempt an Eldritch Blast?
So with well, so here's the thing, since you're a rogue, you have cunning action.
You are right. Oh my god, I can't believe fucking.
So y'all like can he
Bonus
use
action dash. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. He uses move action, bonus action to dash. That would get him here. But then like he has the same problem as you did or as Disco did when I was saying, even though I did misunderstood. He's kind of like around a corner 30 feet up, so I don't know if you can reach him this turn.
Yeah, that's what
Disadvantage.
I was honestly thinking that.
It's just kind of a question of like angle. If I had
Yeah.
happened to put him over here, then it would have been clean, but it wasn't even a strategy at the time. It was just that's just where I put him.
Can he use his bonus action to dash?
That's what I was
Or
wondering. Like, would he have used his move action, bonus action to dash? Because that would have got him the 60 feet to get here, right?
Yeah. You
And
could
then
dash
he
again
has
with
a
your
regular
Get
action.
yourself 30 in.
right, so move action or your movement, your action, and then your bonus action. So he could go another 30.
That's up. Would you like to move another 30 feet up?
Yes.
Okay. Oops. 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 Hang on.
Eventually I will.
I'll get it wrong 50 more times, but then I will get it right. 30. So your eyes can see the room. Since Sabe's over here and the lantern's on the ground, like the light doesn't magically bend really great. You kind of get a sense of the dimensions of the room. You can get a sort of sense that there's something moving in the shadows against the wall back over there. But that's about as much as I can give you there.
Okay.
So you
So
used all your actions at this point, and it is Sabe's turn.
All right. I'll go ahead and pick up the lantern and step over to where Sabine and Disco are. Give them a little more light.
30. So do you want to double move basically to get over here?
Pretty much.
Okay, everybody except Rhaegar is in this square now. And you shine your light, and there's an oryx-shaped shadow cast into this room. Oryx, you now have a much better view. It's still partially like it's not like properly illuminated because it's only reaching as far as dim light will show. But you can see that there's a pile of treasure in the corner over here. Well, I mean, you have a pointer up that you can't see. So just around the corner, you can see that there's another big pile of treasure, coins, from what you can make out the most. And then there seems to be some like large mirror or something on the far wall that this creature is cowering against. It's just trying to press itself as hard into the stone as possible because it is still afeared because it has not been a full minute yet. And so that's Sabe's turn. And
Yep.
now it is Sabine's turn.
Yeah, I will go ahead. If I move forward 20 feet, do I have line of sight for Eldritch Blast?
Oops. Oops.
Yep.
Oops. Oops. Go. Gotcha. 10, 20. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I'm not gonna go into advanced triangulation here. Go ahead, or whatever it would be.
Alright, then I will attack him twice. 22 on the first.
Okay, that'll hit.
Ooh, and unreasonable number. 27 on the second.
That'll hit. What's the minimum damage of 2 of your attacks? I'm just kidding. Go ahead and roll for damage. I'm just kidding.
Ooh, I just rolled a 9 and a 10.
All right, yeah, you just
For
sort of
27
like
points of damage.
you just send splinters and fragments of bone and rotten flesh just pressed into the corner very, very tightly from the effect of your Eldritch Blast. And everything gets quiet. You guys want to investigate this chamber? Or do we want to wrap up here? Or
Maybe next time.
investigation next time? There is a pile. I did mention a pile of treasure. We could bring that up if you like. I just like giving out treasure.
I can throw a quick investigate check down.
Uh,
Hidden in an ooze.
so I'm gonna have to dip, sadly.
Well, I rolled right before you said I didn't have to roll, and then I agreed that I shouldn't have had to have rolled. I rolled a natural 1. I got a nat 1 for a total of 6.
And a potion. Yeah, we're looking for that potion. No. Well, I want to know more about this mirror, but I think we should wrap it up.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, that's bad. I did
It's an
bad.
ooze.
It's a 5.
Can I re-investigate the mirror?
Jump
Aha,
right
natural
in and
20.
jump through the mirror.
You see a vampire in the mirror. It's not a
25
mirror.
total.
Hey guys, I'm gonna mention this. I'm gonna have to dip now because I have not made any food. I'm really sorry. I'm gonna have to be away from this.
You're fine, dude. Not a problem.
Okay.
Thanks for joining
I'll
us,
see you
dude.
guys later.
We'll figure this out. We'll figure it out later.
Yeah, appreciate it.
All right.
Later.
And just for a quick wrap up, so Disco, you investigate what it looks like. It's just a big section of like polished obsidian, like the stone. Like someone has brought it in here, put it up on its side, and polished it to. It's not a perfect mirror. It's kind of fuzzy because you can only really do so much, I'm guessing. But it's definitely a reflective surface. All the light seems to actually it get kind of sucked in. It's just so massive. It almost takes up like this entire wall of the room, and it almost seems to suck the light in. Sabine, you start to get some really creepy vibes from this. It's like this is a very specifically like worked stone. It's in a really weird place with undead around it, and just as you think undead, you see a shadowy arm reach out to a not paying attention Disco, and it swipes at him, and he can feel the cold go through his hair, and it makes him jump, and he looks, and you can both see what looks like a shadowy wraith emerge, and we'll leave that as the cliffhanger.
Hell yeah.
All right.
All right, so I think that went a little better, but I definitely still had some tech issues. But
This is the way.
yeah, it's not free to figure out. You just kind of gotta make mistakes to figure it out. But so
Think you're on mute.
Yeah, we lost you, bud.
So is the last thing we ever heard.
Well, we can continue this next week if we want to wrap this up, or we can save it until May when
Hello?
what there he is.
You're back.
Well, I don't have any idea what happened. I don't know. How long was I gone?
A minute.
Hours.
The last thing we
We
heard
didn't
was,
actually start
"So."
today.
Oh, shut up, Pete. All right. Well, that's it for our session today. Yeah, we're gonna talk offline about what our next option is. I don't know what was going on with the microphone just then. It's just something funny that says let's wrap up for now. So thanks everybody for hanging out, and we're gonna do a big raid, but that's it for now. Have a good night all, and thanks y'all for joining me.
Good night, young
Hey, man.
lions.
Bye.
Catch y'all next week.
Take care, everybody.
Peace.
You got that hotkey issue. That's what it is. Hmm.
Mm. Mm.
Yep. Perfect.
Yep. All right. Thanks, guys.
All
Good
right.
night.
Good
Take care.
night, everybody.
Bye.
Try it.
This feels like an orbital situation.
All right, y'all. We're gonna go raid leader.
Gas?
Thank
Oh,
you
you're
very
gonna
much
gas
for
him?
hanging
Are you
out.
gonna fart on him?
We'll figure out whenever we're gonna pick this up, and yeah, I definitely.
Don't think it did
I
much.
need more than a week
No.
to figure out my
Well,
tech
let's kill the
issues. But thanks for
bots.
hanging in there, everybody. And Dante, thank you for the raid.
The bots
Appreciate
don't
it
like
very
being in
much.
the gas. I can
Have a
promise
good
you
night,
that.
guys. We're gonna go hang
They
out
do
with
hate the
Lita.
gas.
Bye bye.
It did not seem to.
Filled with space.
Yeah, that was what I really wanted. So.
Oh
That's
no. It doesn't do that at all.